Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another vlog update. And I know, I'm like 1 week behind on this vlog, right? So I'm one vlog behind. I'm eventually gonna catch up on it. I got sick. All kinds of things happened this week. So really sorry about that. But anyway, today I'm gonna talk a little bit about Tune Protect and how I think it's complete bullshit. Okay, no, not complete bullshit, but they kind of disappointed me. They disappointed me. That's the short version of it. So this is what happened, okay? I went to Boracay sometime in April. I really enjoyed myself. Boracay, very nice place. Little tip though, Boracay Island is not where you land, okay? Where you land is in Calibo, which is about 2.5 hours away from Boracay Island, right? And I actually calculated the time that I left my house. It took me 12 hours to get to my hotel room in Boracay. I had to take a car to the airport, then a plane to Calibo, and then a bus from Calibo to the ferry dock, and then took a ferry to Boracay Island, and then I took a tuk-tuk to my hotel room. And then I had to walk a little bit as well. So yeah, all of these things, 12 hours later, I was eventually in my hotel room. But because of all that traveling, if you think that you need 2 days in Boracay, you're probably gonna need 3 because 1 day is gonna go just traveling to and from the island. So going to the island, no problem. On the way back is when there was a little bit of drama, okay? So I got on my plane, okay? Was sitting on the plane already. The next thing I know, the pilot comes out, he looks out on the runway and he's like, going on? Then I see this plane is on the runway, right? And a whole bunch of passengers had to get like bussed to the terminal. Next thing I know, all of us have to get off the plane as well, and the plane can't take off. So we're not really getting a lot of information at this point, but I was following what was happening on Twitter. And what actually happened was this plane that landed, its tire exploded, okay? So it couldn't taxi into where it was supposed to go, so they had to get everybody off the plane in buses and bring them to the terminal. Lucky nobody was hurt, but now there is an obstruction on the runway and we cannot take off. There was emergency personnel at the airport, mainly firemen with a fire truck, right? And I don't know what happened. I don't know whether the firemen like were sleeping or whether like nothing ever happens in Calibo and finally like this one thing happens and they're like, oh my God, we finally need to run the fire truck. Like, how does this thing work? So they panicked or something, but the fire truck drove into a ditch, okay? It drove into a ditch, it got all mangled up, and one of the firemen broke his arm. Think about that for a second, all right? The plane where the tire exploded, nobody got hurt, but the people going to rescue them got into an accident and got hurt. So this is just brilliant, right? From one obstruction on the runway, we now have 2 obstructions, a plane and a fire truck. So it looks as though we're not going anywhere fast, waiting in the airport for about 6 to 8 hours, when finally airport personnel are like, all right, motherfuckers, the airport is closed. Y'all are not getting on your flight today. Flight's now tomorrow at 7 a.m. They might not have used those words specifically, but that was the general gist of it, right? Now bear in mind, okay, this is not Boracay Island. We can't just be like, oh, okay, you know what? We gotta stay here another night. Let's go jet skiing. No, this is Calibo, okay? We had to go and find a hotel in Calibo, which we knew nothing about, okay? The hotel right next to the airport was fully booked. A couple of hotels were actually fully booked that night because everybody was stranded in Calibo. We managed to find one hotel which was a little dodgy, but you know, it's just a couple of hours until our flight. Okay, you know, sure, whatever. Now, this is where I get to the Tune Protect part. Normally, I never buy insurance because most of my flights are not this interesting. I usually get on the flight, get to my destination, pick up baggage, try and hit on a stewardess, get rejected, and then I go back home, right? So anyway, I never take insurance because I do think it's a waste of money. But like any good movie, there was a twist in the plot. This flight, the flight where something went wrong, the flight that was delayed for 16 hours and it wasn't my fault, this flight, I did buy insurance because I took one of those flexi packages. You get like food and maybe the stewardesses are not allowed to throw orange juice in your face. You know, the flexi package, you know what I'm talking about, right? It also comes with insurance. So this one flight, I was actually insured. Now, AirAsia was aware of this. So they got like everybody's name and they printed out these letters and passed it to us so that we could claim insurance. So I thought, all right, man, done deal. I'm gonna claim insurance and that's gonna pay for my ticket home. So basically, I only paid for one way to Boracay. But alas, there was another twist in the plot. After claiming insurance, Tune Protect says that airport closure is not one of the things that they pay out for. This is another reason why I don't like insurance. You guys are always finding ways to not pay. You come up with a slogan that says, oh, for those most OMG situations. This is a pretty OMG situation, Tune Protect. So this is what these insurance companies do. They find like nitty-gritty details so that they don't have to pay you. So buying that insurance is even more of a ripoff than I thought it was. Airport closure is not a reason? What the hell? It should be. Now, being Asian and all, this was not acceptable, right? So I went to look at their fine print. And there's some discrepancies between the email that they sent me and what's actually listed on their website. Fair enough, the policy that they sent to me is what's written on the email, but why is the policy that's written in the email different from the one on their website? Now, if you go to their website, which is tuneprotect.com, let's say you want to buy travel insurance. You go down to the policy wording after 28th March. But if you look here, okay, travel delay pays if the scheduled public conveyance is delayed for more than 6 hours. Company will not pay for claims arising directly to or indirectly from the insured person failure to check in, strike or ride, industrial action, late arrival of the insured person. So do you notice the difference? The difference is, in this policy, they're saying they will not pay in these situations and they will pay in all others. Whereas in the email that they sent me, they will only pay if this is due to the weather, equipment failure, strike or hijack, any other action caused by one of AirAsia's employees. Wow, that is a very specific scenario where their insurance will pay out. Any other scenario? Nope. So yeah, the one time that I bought insurance and I could claim it left a very bitter taste in my mouth. So after this, I'm never taking insurance from Tune Protect, or maybe if I do need to take some travel insurance, I will take it from a third party. Have you ever bought Tune Protect and have you ever managed to claim it? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know if the situation where they ripped me off is unique or whether they've been ripping everybody off. If you like the video, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I upload a video once every week. So until next time, I'll see you guys again soon. Ciao. Is something bothering you? Oh, no, nothing, man. I mean, I kind of double booked myself tonight. You know, I supposed to go out with the TV host, but then the stewardess is in town and Osang. Kedai Kaling is the mamak. See, the thing is, Kaling here, Kaling or Keling here in Sabah is not a derogatory term. It's just how Sabahans refer to Indians.